Okay. Sambit Patra. Are you ready to take the first question? Sambit, you question the timing? You question the motive?
Because you have already ran a 4-5 minute long intervention.
Ashish,
clearly taking the side of the BJP
Ashish,
and Mr. Arun Jaitley.
Ashish,
I think the first question should be posed to me.
No, not necessarily,
to respond
Ashish.
Some of the points that you have made.
I will ask you many questions. I will ask you all the questions.
You called our press conference a damn squib.
Yes, I did.
What is a damn squib? A CBI raid which unearthed 13 bottles
please
of
hold
liquor.
A rally.
Is that a damn squib?
This level of intolerance right on top of the program.
Let me answer the question.
We make allegations.
This is not the place to hold an election rally. Don't behave like Arvind Kejriwal over here.
Against the Finance Minister
Ashish Khetan, don't behave like Arvind Kejriwal over here. The question was to me. Let me answer the question.
And the reason I have come to the studio,
please drop into my time.
Goswami, today that you have the habit of putting down my mic. And that's quite unethical. That's unethical.
You want me to raise the volume?
When you have
no, but that's okay.
Made a 6-minute long intervention.
Now, Arnab practices this.
And you have taken aside.
This is typical Aam Aadmi Party behavior. You know,
this is the
typical Aam Aadmi Party behavior.
He doesn't do it. He's to the BJP.
They start intimidating.
Through the day, you have not debated a single question.
Others speak.
To Mr.
Arun Jaitley. This
now
is the typical Aam Aadmi Party way of functioning. And what is happening in Rajendra Kumar's case is exactly this.
For 15 years, he was the president of
what the country is witnessing on the Times Now debate today.
I want a bit of order here.
DDCA a clean organization?
I want a bit of order here, please. I just want a bit of order here.
Was Mr. Jaitley not aware of what was going on?
I just want a bit of order here. I'll allow everyone to make their point. I'll allow everyone to make their point. I can, if you want to decide the order among yourself, it's okay. But all I'm saying is we'll take it either cyclically or we'll have an open debate from the start. But as you will all appreciate, I will need to start with someone. Now, that someone can be Brijesh, that someone can be Ashish, that someone can be Prafulla Ketkar, that someone can be Kamal Mitra Chenoy. That someone can be Sambit, but you are going to, but in the interest, Ashish, listen, in the interest of a debate, a civil debate, which I think is necessary tonight.
Let's have a civil debate.
Yeah, thank you, that's all.
And let's have a fair debate.
Okay, we'll have a fair and a civil debate. Yeah, but you know what, Ashish, when I say something and when I'm saying something, or if Brijesh speaks over you or Sambit speaks over you, I genuinely would recommend that if we all say we're going to speak over each other, then it's not going to serve a purpose. I have specific questions. I want to have a civil debate. Now, it depends on how you all cooperate with me.
A civil, fair and impartial debate.
Now listen, Ashish, listen, if we can't ask for certificates of what is fair or not fair from politicians. But we will certainly, now Ashish, listen, Ashish, I'm telling you this today, right? Look at, how I'm talking to you. Nobody's reducing your volume. You can be heard. You want me to increase it a bit, I'll increase it.
That's the reason I came to you.
Oh, it's all right. No, you don't have to. But now I'll tell you something.
Okay. Hopefully you won't reduce my volume.
Brajesh, now do we get on with it? No, what's it? Brajesh, do we get on with it? Because we'll waste time.
Totally low.
Okay.
I'd only like to request you.
Brajesh, now should we get on with it? Okay, listen, gentlemen, देखिए आपकी आवाज बहुत बुलंद है, मेरी बात सुन लीजिए, जरा मुझे प्लीज मौका दीजिए, मैं डिबेट शुरू करना चाहता हूं, शुरू करूं कि नहीं करूं, क्योंकि इसमें टाइम वेस्ट होगा. व्यूअर्स देख रहे हैं अभी ब्रजेश, you can be heard, Ashish can be heard, Sambit can be heard, and 2 other panelists who have not spoken, they will also be heard. Okay, so there's no conspiracy here. But I want to start the debate with your permission. Now, Ashish, you want to take the first question? First question goes to you.
Yes, Mr. Goswami.
First question then goes to you, and I only request you that if I ask you specific questions, it will be great if you answer specifically.
I request you to not speak over me.
Yes, but then Ashish, you're going to add one point. Let's keep it clear, one point, right? We discuss in a civil manner. We don't get personal with each other. We don't speak over each other. And as far as possible, we respond specifically to the issues being discussed. All right, now let's begin.
Factual.
Now listen. Now don't teach me what is factual and what is not. The day I start learning that from politicians, I'll be in trouble.
You also not teach me what is factual and what is civil.
Mr. Ashish Khetan, you are an ex-journalist, I understand, but now you're a politician.
Mr. Goswami, you are a current journalist.
Now listen. I know that. You don't need to tell me. Now, Mr. Ashish Khetan, let's not waste time. Let's start with the DDCA allegations. Okay? We discussed the DDCA allegations right on top of the program tonight. You have leveled a series of
sorry,
allegations against the DDCA and in particular against Arun Jaitley.
Charges.
Against Arun. Now again, Mr. Ashish Khetan, now this is not civil, okay? You have to listen to the question.
Why?
Because after this you'll answer. If you don't listen to the question, you can't answer.
Okay.
See, you have leveled a series of allegations against the DDCA and in particular against Arun Jaitley, who was president of the DDCA, as far as I understand, till the year 2013. You are therefore seeking on that basis the resignation of Arun Jaitley. My question one to you is this. Please tell everyone watching, how is it that the AAP takes up the allegations against the DDCA so aggressively immediately after the raids on Arvind Kejriwal's principal secretary, going to the extent of demanding Jaitley's resignation when it wasn't doing so before? Clearly, this is evident to everyone. The timing of it would make it appear to be an attempt to deflect attention from Rajendra Kumar. And you cannot say we appointed a committee, because the committee, as per your own press release, submitted its report, if I am not mistaken, somewhere in the afternoon of November 17, 2015. How is it that you do not seek Jaitley's resignation upon the submission of that report after having gone through it, and only make it an issue now that Rajendra Kumar finds himself in the dock and do so for protecting him? This question is one of timing, and you can answer on timing, and after you finish, Sambit and the others will respond. Go ahead. Your turn now.
Fantastic. You have asked a specific question. Let me give you a specific reply. About 2 to 3 months back, there was a letter received by the Union Ministry of Sports, by the Delhi government, where the Union Ministry of Sports said that, look, there are some specific allegations against DDCA of financial irregularities, of money tripping, of hawala, of corruption, leveled by Kirti Azad, who is an honorable member of parliament of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and some ex-cricketers, which include Bishan Singh Bedi. Since sports is a state subject, may the state government of Delhi kindly look into it. Immediately after receiving that letter, we received representations from all these individuals who have been making these allegations.
But did you ask for Arun Jaitley's resignation?
Let me complete now.
Did you ask for Arun Jaitley's resignation then?
Let me complete now.
No, did you ask for Jaitley's resignation on the 17th of November 2015?
You should be doing that.
No, did you?
Let me
No, did you? Because you're raising it now, did you do it then? Simple question. Did you or did you not do it then?
The committee, you said, you pointed out,
Did you ask for the resignation
on November 17. Why did the CBI act on a complaint that goes
you're
back
not
to
getting the point.
against Rajendra Kumar?
No, one
act
second.
only in the second week of December, within 3 weeks of this report, against Mr. Arun Jaitley, against DDCA.
Okay, now,
if the question is of timing,
counters.
why only after a report was tabled
so you
on DDCA
but
and on Mr. Arun Jaitley?
Okay, now
The
incidentally,
report also said that
Ashish, now let the others come in. You made your point.
Commission of inquiry.
Ashish,
no, you have not made my point.
Ashish, keep it
that
brief.
Commission of inquiry may go to the bottom of it.
Right.
Why then only the CBI acted on a complaint that as per Arun Jaitley's own admission goes back to 2007, 2008.
Now listen to me.
Didn't Mr. Arun Jaitley
listen to me now.
On the floor of the House that the complaint
is
of 2007, 2008?
See, this SFIO report that you rely so extensively on was submitted, and Brijesh Kalappa will confirm it. It was submitted to the UPA government.
You
one second.
The BJP.
Okay,
you asked the Modi government.
Ashish,
why did they act on a complaint?
Ashish, presenting the facts, please listen. Please listen.
Only within
Please listen. Sambit, 1 second. Sambit, I think.
This inquiry report against DDCA.
No, 1 second. Ashish,
for the first time tabulated.
Ashish, you have to stop at some point, right?
I want to react to that.
Now 1 second. We need a reaction from the other side. But before I put the reaction, I place on record for the viewers tonight that the information I have is that the SFIO report that Arvind Kejriwal relies so extensively on was submitted, and Brijesh will confirm it right here, right now, to the Congress government On the 21st of March 2013, following an investigation ordered by the then Congress government, the Congress government has known this has been in the public domain for 2 years. The Congress government will confirm it has been in the public domain for 2 years. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong that the SFIO report has been in the public domain for 2 years, Brijesh?
Because you are selective. You are selective.
No, Ashish, 1 minute.
Let him reply. Let Brijesh reply.
Ashish, 1 minute.
Let Brijesh reply.
Let me just make my point.
Go on, Brijesh.
1 minute, let me make my point.
Go on.
See, the first thing is, Ashish, first thing is, Arnab, that insofar as the SFIO report is concerned, yes, what you're saying is right.
Thank you.
But the SFIO doesn't give any final report. The final report doesn't come. The SFIO report of 2 years ago need not have been the final report. There are very high persons.
No, but what did you do? You were in power. What did you do?
People like Kirti Azad. People. 1 minute.
What did you do?
Don't try to.
Since you're fire and brimstone now, what did you do then?
Let me tell you. No. See, Arnab, 1 minute. See, now there are new facts which are emerging now. Mr. Bishan Singh Bedi,
Bishan Singh Bedi, the whole SFIO report has been out for 2 years. What did you do then?
One.
You say I did nothing then.
What did you do, Mr. Goswami?
Report.
When the SFIO report...
1 minute, they were running the government or I was running the government. What do you mean? Were they running the government or I was running the government? The Congress was running the government.
2 years ago,
why didn't you report the SFIO report?
1 second.
What does the SFIO report say?
Today you are continuously...
Brajesh, let Brajesh speak.
And I find it very intriguing. Why are you saying that it is a stale report? Why? Because you want to give...
You are using the word stale. See, I have not used the word stale. You are using the word stale. All that I have said, see, I am very factual with you, Brajesh.
You said it at the opening of your debate.
Brajesh.
You said stale at the opening of your debate.
Brajesh, listen.
What is stale?
I'll tell you.
In a criminal proceeding, there is no staleness.
Okay.
In a criminal proceeding,
what did you do when you were in power?
Reopen a criminal proceeding.
No, but what did you do when you were in power? Okay, tell me one thing, Brijesh Kalappa. Then tell me one thing. My next question is to you, Brijesh. Brijesh Kalappa, my question is to you.
Mr. Goswami, if I can say...
Brajesh, my question is to you. A follow-up question to Brajesh, please. No, Ashish, both of you can't speak at the same. Ashish, let him finish here. Let him finish, Ashish. आशीष सुनिए व्हाट से ब्रजेश को खत्म करने दीजिए, मुझे ब्रजेश को और एक फॉलोअप क्वेश्चन पूछना है, फिर आऊंगा। अब देखिए, मैं मौका पूरा दे रहा हूं आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस को डीडीसीए पर मेरा सवाल है कांग्रेस पार्टी से, नहीं कांग्रेस से, आपसे नहीं है, कांग्रेस से स्पेसिफिक सवाल है। नहीं आशीष, लेट मी आस्क अ स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन टू ब्रजेश। नो स्पेसिफिक, नो व्हाट्स आशीष आई विल कम टू यू, आई प्रॉमिस यू आई विल कम टू यू। लेट मी आस्क अ स्पेसिफिक क्वेश्चन टू ब्रजेश। माय क्वेश्चन टू ब्रजेश इज दिस:
there has been a culture of compromise and blackmail and deals, and Mr. Jaitley and Mr. Narendra Modi know that Aam Aadmi Party will not succumb to any blackmail.
Okay, now you're moving.
Not strike any compromise.
Okay, let's be specific. My question to Brajesh is this. My question to Brajesh is, Brajesh, tell me, Brajesh, Rajiv Shukla, Naveen Jindal, 1 minute, I haven't finished. Listen to my question. Listen to my question. 1 minute, no Prafulla Ketkar later. 1 second, please. Listen to me. Listen now. Should we really say things freely tonight? Should we be open with each other? Then I'd say this to you, that you will reasonably understand, Brajesh, that I'll now mention 3 Congress leaders. I request you don't jump. Rajiv Shukla, 1. Naveen Jindal, 2. If I'm not mistaken, a person called Arvind Lovely, Delhi leader, 3. They are all DDCA members. They, for your kind information, they were DDCA members, and for your kind information, they were appointed to the DDCA by the Manmohan Singh-led Congress UPA government. Since you are all fire and brimstone, please reveal on the Newshour tonight what action you are taking against these 3 people. Answer.
I'll tell you, Arnab. Let me tell you. And I don't know if you'll be able to... No, let me answer. See, Arun Jaitley today happens to be the head of the finance ministry.
No, 1 second. Was Rajiv Shukla a DDCA member? Was Naveen Jindal a DDCA member? Was Arvind Lovely a DDCA member? Why are you absolving them of any responsibility?
You want an answer in your terms.
No, you are saying you are not acting against Rajiv Shukla because he's not the finance minister. You are not acting against Naveen Jindal because he's not the finance minister.
That's the reason you don't want to hear a answer from me.
What action have you taken against these three?
Then let me give you an answer.
Tell me, what action have you taken against them?
Why? The moment I speak about Arun Jaitley, you want to clamp on me? The moment I
speak about Arun Jaitley, but tell me what action have you taken about Rajiv Shukla?
Don't you think?
What about
are
these three Congress leaders?
Don't you think your attitude is visible?
Are these three Congress leaders members of the DDCA or not?
I am asking you a simple.
Were they members of the DDCA or not? Were they appointed by the UPA government or not?
They are not the finance minister of the country. None of these three persons is the finance minister of the country who's also controlling the SFIO.
Okay.
None of these three persons.
So what? Anyway, okay, fine. So if you're not finance minister, you can do what you want.
Is controlling the ED.
No,
none of these three persons is controlling the IT.
Should we open the debate now?
None of these three persons is controlling the Ministry of Corporate Affairs.
Okay,
now
we open up the
Mr.
debate.
Jaitley is controlling all these persons, all these offices.
Mr. Goswami,
so that is
if I can just make one small point.
Okay.
If he were to control, naturally what kind of investigation will take place
Mr.
against
Jaitley
him?
whether or not he has signed the annual reports of DDCA. Today, his defense and his defense before the SFIO was that I was not involved in day-to-day activities. Didn't he sign the annual accounts reports and the annual financial report every year?
I will let Sambit respond. I will let Sambit respond. Sambit answer that question. But I place on record that I have placed two questions. Two questions till now. 1 second. My question to Mr. Brijesh, who got very angry, was this. Is it true or not that there are three Congress leaders who were appointed to the DDCA who are senior Congress leaders? What action has Rahul Gandhi taken against them? I have not got a reply. I placed that on record. Don't get angry about it. You can say I won't answer that question. I ask a counter. That's fine. Sambit will now respond to the question raised by Ashish Khetan. Sambit, respond. It's your turn now.
You don't want
Sambit, respond. It's your turn now. Respond. And I have more questions for you as well. Sambit Patra, please. Sambit Patra on the debate.
Can Arun Jaitley continue in office?
Please calm down.
When there are
Calm down. No hysteria, please. We don't need any kind of
year after year.
Sambit,
when all
Ashish,
the scams were happening.
Okay,
when all the scams were happening,
if you have
Mr.
facts,
Jaitley wasn't
let's have a decent debate with fact to fact. If you don't have facts, please shout. If you don't have facts, please shout. I have facts and take those facts on record. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to demolish the debate just because of the fact that you don't have? Because
Brijesh, it will be fair to let's
demolish the debate. What is this?
I place on record that Mr. Rajiv Shukla, for your kind information, Rajiv Shukla was Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs. Rajiv Shukla was Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs. What action did you take? Was he Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs after the SFIO report came out? When after the SFIO report came out, was he Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs? Did you sack him as Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs after the SFIO report came out? The SFIO report was out. He was Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs. He's from the Congress party. He's a member of the DDCA. What action did you take on him?
It's not conclusive. It is not conclusive.
Why? Okay, answer this question. Why did the ED? Okay, calm down now. Listen to me now. You tell me. You tell me, Brijesh, tonight.
That you are holding a brief.
Brijesh, I'm asking you about the Congress party. Did the Congress party order an enforcement directorate investigation following the SFIO case? Did the ED of the Congress party order an investigation after the SFIO report? If not, why not? If you are so convinced about the report, why did you not order an ED investigation after the SFIO report come in? Why did you not take action against Rajiv Shukla, who was a member of the DDCA as well as a Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs? Answer that question right here, right now, tonight, Brijesh Kalappa. Please answer that question.
Arnab, why did you not participate in the independence struggle, Arnab?
What?
What rubbish is this, Arnab?
Rubbish.
I'm speaking of a situation now.
You ED was under you. You were the Congress government.
I'm speaking of a situation now.
No, but what? When the SFIO report came out, you were in power. You could have ordered an ED investigation. Why didn't you do that then?
I understand the question I'm asking you.
No, why didn't you act against Rajiv Shukla then? Why didn't you act on the SFIO report? You tell me this now, no? Listen. He'll answer for Arun Jaitley. My question to you tonight is, why did you not carry out? Listen, why did you not carry out a ED investigation following the SFIO report when you were in power after the SFIO report was given in? Why didn't you do that? Please tell me.
I think today, if you're even slightly honest, Arnab,
no, but why didn't you? I don't need a certificate of honesty from the Congress party against whom I broke 6 camps. I am asking you, why did you not order an ED investigation then?
You have been saying that no, all this is stale, old.
No, but it's not old. It's fresh as a daisy. But please tell me, please tell me it's fresh as a daisy. But it was fresher when you were in power. Why did you not act then? Enforcement Directorate came under you. You should have really gone after them and ordered. Why didn't you do it?
Look at the current situation. Is what I'm saying.
Current situation is National Herald.
I'm saying, Arnab,
current situation is National Herald.
Since you don't want to understand,
no, but why didn't you do it then?
To understand what I'm saying.
No, were you or were you not in power?
That the SFIO report. No, see, you want to drown my voice out.
No, I'm not. See, you're loud. I can be heard very loudly.
I'm saying, look, those are issues of the past.
Why past, Baba?
They have been reignited. They have been reignited thanks to the complaints. See, they have been reignited thanks to the complaints of Mr. Bedi and thanks to the complaints of Mr. Kirti Azad.
No, but what these complaints were there when the Congress was in power. No, why didn't you do anything then?
Can Mr. Arun Jaitley continue in office? That's the question.
Sambit Patra, can Mr. Jaitley continue in office? Answer now. Sambit Patra now. He comes into the debate. Sambit will respond now. Now, Ashish, listen. It's 9:30 p.m. and so far,
my good friend
till 9:30 p.m.
Mr. Kalappa
I think we haven't let the BJP and let him come in, please. Okay.
This is a new topic and the new topic has come alive. No, sir. I'll tell you what this is. This is the modus operandi of the Aam Aadmi Party. The modus operandi is, when they were contesting the Delhi elections, they
Mr.
came
Patra,
out
I asked you a specific question.
Evidence
didn't Mr. Jaitley sign all the annual reports?
When they were contesting the Lok Sabha, look at the hysteria. Look at the hysteria of the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson.
Actually, no. One second. Both of you calm down. No, one second. Brajesh and Ashish Ashish, Sambit, listen.
Behave as Arvind Kejriwal.
Listen. No, one second. Sambit, stop. Now my question is, let Sambit continue. He listened to you. It's 9:31. Till this point, he is not spoken. So, Brajesh and Ashish, you answered, given your points of view. I request you be only fair that if he is responding to the very specific points you made, including the specific points made by Ashish and you, Brajesh, then listen to him, okay? Now, you both are fairly aggressive spokespersons. If you speak over him, then nobody will be heard and he will compete with you in speaking over you. So let him respond. After that, and two other spokespersons have to speak. Now, Sambit, respond, and I have questions for you as well, Sambit. 1 second, okay. No, now, Ashish, I let Sambit come in now. Sambit.
See, this is nothing but the Aam Aadmi Party providing covering fire to Rajendra Kumar. A corrupt officer has been provided covering fire by exhuming what was dead. And the one that they have exhumed is the DDCA issue. Now my question to Mr. Brijesh Kalappa is, the SFIO is nothing but a constitutional organization. The government had appointed it. The SFIO comes up with a report in 2013 after 1 year of investigation. Now what?
Acha, Brajesh, let him know. Brajesh, don't do this.
Just a second.
Brajesh, Baba, don't do this. Don't do this, Brajesh.
Those 2 lines.
Why is he asking me questions,
Arnab? Please behave. Don't be kiddish. People will say that you are a kiddish spokesperson. You are a churlish spokesperson.
Mr. Arun Jaitley is in the door.
Behave yourself as a spokesperson. Don't be an immature spokesperson, Brijesh Kalappa. You are a lawyer. Have the acumen of a lawyer. Hear me out. Hear a doctor out and then be a lawyer.
No, you don't need to remind me.
Now what does the report conclude?
Remind me that you're a lawyer. I am a lawyer. You're a doctor.
You're forcing the world to remind you.
Any further.
Your behavior.
Brajesh, don't heckle. Brajesh, don't heckle.
Just a second. How does the report conclude? These are the concluding 2 lines of the report. I think these lines speak for themselves. Thus, in a nutshell, there are certain irregularities, oblique non-compliance or technical violations. But no fraud. No fraud notice as alleged. No fraud. Sir, कोई घोटाला नहीं है, no fraud, and the important part is quote, it is also observed during the period during inspection, the Arun Jaitley is president of DDCA and presiding over the meetings of executive committee like non-executive chairman without involvement in day-to-day affairs of the company.
Only because
Mr. Goswami, look at the hysterical behavior of the Aam Aadmi
because in cricket, Congress and BJP used to run.
Ashish, don't heckle. Ashish, let him complete. Ashish, let him complete.
They want noise to take over truth. This is the modus operandi that I was talking about in the beginning. They shouted against everyone, including Pranab Mukherjee. They shouted against the president of the country. They said that Pranab Mukherjee was a tainted minister and please don't make him the president of this country. They shouted against Lalu Prasad Yadav, Mulayam Singh Yadav, against anyone and everyone. 370 pages against Sheila Dixit. Did they take any
logical Robert Vadra?
No.
What action have you taken against Mukesh Ambani?
To a logical conclusion.
Because
their only motive was to come to power. And today, they are dragging.
All right, gentlemen, 1 second, please. This is going out of hand.
Because they want to save
that can Mr. Jaitley be saved in the whole bargain?
That is Rajendra Kumar. I ask a question. What is the relation between Arvind Kejriwal and Rajendra Kumar?
Why don't you probe?
Has the money trial of Rajendra Kumar gone to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal? Both of them are close friends from the IIT days.
Arvind Kejriwal behind
the money of Mr. Rajendra Kumar finally gone to
then you have to
Arvind Kejriwal?
How much
then you have to prove throw Arvind Kejriwal in jail.
Money has been
why is the
Congress money trail leading to Arvind Kejriwal? What is stopping Mr. Arun Jaitley and Mr. Narendra Modi from throwing Arvind Kejriwal into jail?
Finance Minister of the country.
Why are you coming on TV and spinning yarns? Throw Arvind Kejriwal in jail then. Show some courage. You just said, you implied that there is a money trail leading to Arvind Kejriwal. Throw Arvind Kejriwal in jail. You give us the CBI, you give us the ED, you give us the Income Tax Department, and please give us the Anti-Corruption Bureau of Delhi, and we will show you how corruption is tackled. Give us the Anti-Corruption Bureau, give us the CBI. And we will teach you a lesson. We will show all the corrupt people where they belong.
Did you throw Mukesh Ambani?
Give us all these agencies.
Don't
what are you scared of then?
Pictures to us, Mr. Ashish Khetan.
अरे ये CBI से किसी और को डराना.
Enough is enough.
ये CBI से मुलायम सिंह को डराना. ये CBI से आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं डरने वाली है.
Scam of the century, Mr. Goswami.
CBI भेजकर 12 बोतल लिकर डिस्ट्रॉय करते हो.
Biggest scam.
Shame on you. अगर मोदी ने बताया होता 2014 के चुनाव में सीबीआई से 12 बॉटल्स लिकर डिस्कवर करूंगा तो एक वोट नहीं पड़ता मोदी के नाम पर.
Calm down.
मोदी साहब कि जब मैं पावर में आऊंगा तो सीबीआई
debating
10 bottles of liquor.
All three debating tonight. There are two panelists who have not spoken. Should we be fair to them? Should we be fair to them? Should we be fair on the two people who have not spoken? Why is nobody answering specific questions when I want to go into specifics on the subject? When I want to go into the SFIO report? When I want to go into the details? I ask you tonight, Ashish and Brijesh and Sambit, will you all cooperate with me? Will you cooperate with me or will you fight each other out like this? Will all of you all cooperate with me? I have been more than fair to all three of you tonight. I've given opening remarks of 30 minutes to the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress to the point where Kamal Mitra Chenoy and Prafulla Ketkar haven't opened their innings on the debate tonight. But I request you tonight on behalf of all the viewers, 81 countries are watching this debate tonight, Ashish. And I began by saying fair. No, 1 second. No, by 1 minute. Again, you are still coming in. No, Sambit.
No, Mr.
No, Sambit. No, Sambit. No, there are two panelists haven't spoken.
To how Mr. Khetan has wrongly quoted the letter. He spoke of...
What wrongly quoted? Which letter?
Show the letter.
Which letter?
Which he was issued from the center.
Which letter?
Khetan said that there was a letter issued from the center which talked of black money and
Let's
Hawala
talk
money.
About letters.
Show me the letter where the Hawala money is mentioned. Show me the letter where black money is mentioned. Don't come and quote misfacts.
All that Kirti Azad has been saying on the floor of the House is hawala,
from the MC.
is money
Show
tripping,
me, I dare
is
you,
hawala,
Mr. Khetan.
corruption,
I dare
money
you.
laundering,
Show me the
siphoning
letter.
of money.
You
I am
quoted-
daring you.
You quoted
I am daring you.
wrongly initially. Show
No,
me.
I
Yes,
didn't.
anybody
No, I
is going
didn't.
to expose.
I go to the specifics tonight.
Demolish
DDCA and honest organization.
Parties lies today.
It's impossible
Is
for
Mr. Arun Jaitley an honest finance
Prafulla Ketkar and Kamal Mitra Chenoy, we're taking a 1 second detour from our three very involved panelists.
Amount of conscience, he would have resigned.
Of Hawala money. Expose Ashish Khetan today completely.
Listen,
Expose this Ashish Khetan
don't divert.
Show me
Sambit, go to the subject.
No, show me the letter. He has wrongly quoted a government letter.
Now, are you diverting?
Because he has no
15 साल से मलाई खा रहे हैं, 15 साल से DDCA में जिन्होंने बैठकर मलाई खाई है, उनका एक्सपोजे होगा। और जो हमारे खिलाफ करना है कर लो।
अच्छा, specific question.
कर लो, बहुत बड़ी सरकार है आपके पास, कर लो। यहीं पर बैठे हैं दिल्ली में।
Here is the letter. Where is?
कर लो अरुण जेटली जी, नरेंद्र मोदी जी, जो करना है कर लो।
Show me, Mr. Ashish Khetan. I
क्यों नहीं भेज देते हो जेल में? स्टूडियो में बैठा हूँ, यहीं से ले जाओ जेल।
Dares you today on Times Now.
Don't get hysterical. Somebody give him a glass of water.
No.
Somebody give Sambit Patra a glass of water.
Mr. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. I have my own tablets ready. Don't worry about Mr. Kalappa. Take some oxygen bouts. I am ready. Please, Mr. Goswami, rewind the tape.
But don't get hysterical.
Rewind the tape and show him what,
the point is
what
that
words he used.
let there be some cohesion on the
he
show.
Told me,
What's the point
Arun Jaitley aware of the hawala that was going on in DDCA?
Today you
Whether or not Arun Jaitley was aware of the hawala that was going on in DDCA.
Why don't you advise the minister?
Okay, 1 second.
no, Mr. Goswami.
No, Mr. Patra, you have to stop at this point. You are getting too involved in the discussion and you are not responding to my specific questions. My point number 3 on the Newshour tonight is this. 1 minute, please. Calm down, please. SFIO report. I am now talking to my viewers. Don't disturb me. SFIO report. Enforcement Directorate. Congress in power. Submitted March 21st, 2013 at 4:30 p.m. Chidambaram was then the finance minister. Why was ED investigation not ordered then? If not, why not? Rajiv Shukla, Naveen Jindal, Arvind Lovely were DDCA members appointed to the DDCA by the Congress government. Rajiv Shukla was also MO's Parliamentary Affairs. If there was no action against them, why not? These are legit questions. Now I go to the SFIO report. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, I know I'm taking time. Prafulla Ketkar, sorry, you have to blame the other 3 panelists, not me, for not allowing me to come to you. But I will still go to the SFIO report. And my question is to Ashish Khetan. Ashish, I am sure you have read the SFIO report and so have I. I'm sure Brijesh and Sambit, all of you have come prepared reading the SFIO report. Tell me if I'm wrong. Page number 5 of the SFIO report, Ashish. That was a result of a probe ordered by the Finance Ministry of the Congress Party in 2012 states. Quote, it is also observed that during the period under inspection, Shri Arun Jaitley, Honourable MP and Leader of the Opposition of the Rajya Sabha, is also President of the DDCA. Stop me anytime I'm quoting wrong, okay? And presiding over the meetings of the Executive Committee, brackets, Board of Directors, brackets closed, like a non-executive chairman without involvement in day-to-day affairs of the company. If that is the case...
report either the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible.
Is this... No, is the SFIO report? Yeah, what are you saying?
The Quran.
This is the SFIO report.
The Bible.
You wrote that Bible. You wrote the Bhagavad Gita.
Is it the end all and be all?
My point is, this is the SFIO report under the Congress government. You gave Arun Jaitley a clean chit. How does that amount to a clean chit that the man you want?
It is beyond the SFIO report that Mr. Bedi and Mr. Azad have sought the intervention of the state government.
Mr. Bedi and Mr. Azad did not make the point when you were in power.
SFIO report.
No, Mr. Bedi and Mr. Azad, how come you suddenly like LT Azad?
It's the Quran.
How come you didn't listen?
No, he should be reminded of the fact. Mr. Goswami, the Congress spokesperson has to be reminded of the fact that
Arnab,
the SFIO was...
No, listen to his counter. Rajesh, listen to him.
If you want to brush them aside...
It was a letter of Mr. Azad which culminated in the setting up of SFIO. So please don't exhume dead bodies which have already been buried.
on the basis
is a buried issue. Already it was authored. The document that Mr. Goswami was reading out, the document that I read out was authored by you, sir. The SFIO was your child. It was your child.
See, we have to be on facts. See, we have to be on facts.
Why shouting now?
Will it not be reopened?
Okay, should I take up? Okay, Prafulla Ketkar and then Prafulla Ketkar and Kamal Mitra Chenoy before the first break. Prafulla Ketkar, I'll come to you again, Ashish. After the break, I'll come to you again. Prafulla Ketkar को बोलने दे कुछ. Prafulla Ketkar बोले कुछ. Break लेंगे फिर वापस आएंगे.
Small para on Mr. Arun Jaitley. Do you take this small para on Arun Jaitley as gospel truth?
First apologize.
Do you believe this?
Prafulla Ketkar.
Do you believe this? Do you believe this section?
You have crossed
the line. Do you believe this small two-sentence paragraph in the SFIO report as gospel truth?
Government letter. I will read out the government letter for you. You read out the government letter.
You think this is true?
Let us see how
you think Mr. Arun Jaitley for 15 years was Dhritarashtra and didn't know anything what was happening in DDCA?
I am saying nothing.
Spokesperson.
I am saying.
I want to ask you, Mr. Goswami.
Because he misquoted.
For 15 years,
now listen. Since your allegation, since the question has been put to me, Prafulla Ketkar and Kumar, Ashish Khetan.
The parliament reports without knowing exactly.
Let Ashish Khetan be on there 1 second, please. 1 second. Prafulla Ketkar wanted to make a point to you, Ashish. Just hear him. What are you saying, Prafulla Ketkar? Please, Boli.
Yeah. It is misfortune of this country that every day news stories are cropped up just to stall the parliament. See, I have a specific question for Mr. Ashish Khetan. The party which was built up as a movement against corruption, shall we accept that this party has become like any other party which will bring out others' corruption to cover up
this is the line of the BJP
charges?
This is the line of the BJP. Tell me how have we become like BJP?
Why?
Of course, show me one shred of evidence how we have become like BJP. I'm asking you.
Why investigation? How we have become like Rajendra Kumar is treated as investigation against Mr. Kejriwal.
Malified reasons.
Why don't you come?
You are using Rajendra Kumar to target Kejriwal.
Come clean.
In this country, we have seen the misuse of CBI.
Okay, should I take a break?
CBI is not a central bureau.
Should I take a 2-minute break?
He is clean.
A political bureau of investigation.
Why you are worried?
Okay, now my point is, I state now, Ashish Khetan has made an allegation here. Ashish Khetan has made an allegation on the Newshour, and Ashish Khetan's allegation is that Arnab, you are selectively reading certain parts of the SFIO report.
No, I
will come back to the point of the SFIO report, and therefore I say to Ashish before I take the break, Ashish, you have the SFIO report and so have I.
And do you believe that
you have the SFIO report and so have I, and therefore I request you, before we go to the break, when I come out on the other side of the break, because I don't want to have the home advantage on the debate, I request you to look at
complete closure.
I request you to look at viewers. Ashish, listen to me. Only Ashish. Ashish and Brijesh, listen to me. When I come back, I'm going to refer to, let the volume be reduced, please. When I come back, I'm going to refer to page number 25. I'm giving everyone, so I don't have a home advantage. When I come back, I will refer to the specific allegations on financial irregularities, which is in page number 25 of the SFIO report. I have given my point to the panelists on the other side. Let's see whether that will also be seen to be selective. Back in 2 minutes. I'll go back and at least give Kamal Mitra Chenoy a first opportunity to open his innings on the debate tonight. Kamal Mitra Chenoy, you've heard the debate. Now we are in a situation.
Mr. Goswami also referred to today's blog written by Mr. Arun Jaitley.
Yeah, we'll come to anything. We'll come to anything. Can I go to Kamal Mitra for a minute? Chenoy, Professor Chenoy.
1 second.
Professor Chenoy has been. I will come to you, Brajesh. I'm extending. Okay, I extend the debate.
Just 1 second.
I will extend the debate, but let Professor Chenoy open his innings by. He's like a batsman. Please, let's have a. Please, he's sitting there. He's like a batsman. He came in to bat. Right, and the person on the other side is hitting sixers, 3 openers hitting sixers. The person on the other side hasn't got a chance to make one single run. Now, can Professor Chenoy open his innings? Professor Chenoy, where are we placed on this? Prafulla Ketkar places into the larger context of what is happening in Parliament and the problems facing the nation. Nobody seems to be concerned about that. Professor Chenoy, your broad opening observations, and sorry for the delay. And then I'll come back to you, Brijesh, Ashish and Sambit. Yeah, go ahead. Professor.
I think number one, we shouldn't mix up corruption cases with the media. The media's job is to fight things like this. So we can't criticize media if they don't agree with us. About the principal secretary, another minister, the law minister, said that they had information about him from 2007. When one would have thought they would have brought the information, after all the LG is also there, and taken action much earlier. About Mr. Arun Jaitley and the Congress members of the DDCA, there were, I'm sure, members from many parties in the DDCA. And we know which members or ex-members protested, others clearly did not protest. Now the point about Mr. Jaitley resigning, there is not, at the moment, not even a prima facie case. If there is a case against him, then obviously as finance minister he would be able to intervene or interfere in the inquiry. But then you can have another solution that he can be moved to another ministry temporarily until the inquiry is over. But I think the biggest issue of people who are watching this debate is that is this the state of our political system? Is this how we treat with opposing or different views?
Absolutely.
And since this is an important channel, I think that's an important question.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep quiet now, but my only request is, please listen to the anchor and speak one by one.
Okay.
So people will gain more from this discussion.
I thank you for that. I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Thank you very much. You've stolen my words. Brajesh, can I continue with the debate, or you want to come back with your opening remarks? Otherwise, we lose track again. Yeah. Brajesh, let me continue with the debate, right? I placed before you, I placed before you page number 25 of the SFIO report.
Just 1 second, Arnab. Just 1 second before you read that report. Before you read that report, just 1 second. See, you're today relying on the SFIO report, Arnab.
You not? You are not?
I remind you that in the ED's, in the National Herald's case, the ED had closed the case. ED had closed the case. And then it was reopened. Similarly, is it not open for the SFIO to reopen this case?
By the way,
no, that is no logic. Yeah. You are now linking, you are making a direct link between National Herald and this. You can't pick up cases to suit your political interests. Sambit is responding. Sambit.
ED notice.
I'm surprised. No, that on the one hand, Mr. Sambit Patra is so gleeful that the ED opens the case in National Herald. But in this case, he says, no, this is final. And you are supporting it on the DDCA. And of course, it's accused the
impartial and perhaps a court-monitored investigation. Criminal intent. And
okay, now please.
Happened in DDCA case,
now
the
please.
court has said, both the Congress and BJP will be very happy to again strike a compromise. That Mr. Jaitley has
please now.
With this.
One has National Herald to hide, the other party has.
Okay, now listen to me. Listen to me. Brajesh Kalappa, now you listen to me. I'll make an observation in response to what you've said, and then I want to come back to the SFIO report. Brajesh Kalappa, I'm looking at the SFIO report, I'm looking at the ED. The SFIO reported to the ED in the Congress time. SFIO, ED can order an investigation now. Now you can say, does the same flight of stairs that goes up also come down? What do aliens and oranges have in common? What does a rocket scientist say when he wants to say this is not rocket science? I mean, let's be very clear about this. Let's stay focused on the subject. Yeah, you can keep going rhetorical on it. It's going to take us nowhere. On the SFIO report, page number 25 of the report says, and I quote, on perusal, and by the way, Ashish, this is on the financial irregularities, we be specific. Your allegation is on financial irregularities. Page 25 of the SFIO report says, and I quote, on perusal of the minutes of the meeting of the Executive Committee, test check of books of accounts and vouchers for the financial year 2008-9 to 2011-12 and duties performed by executive members, it is observed by IOs that the main functional directors are namely Shri S.P. Bansal, General Secretary, Shri C.K. Khanna, Vice President, Shri N.K. Batra, Treasurer, and Shri Sunil Dev, Sports Secretary, who are exercising all the financial power in relation to payments relating to sports activities.
I have 2 points to make.
No, then if Jaitley is not the main, you make your point, I'll ask one question, you make all the points. One question.
I have
one question. If Jaitley is not the main functionary in terms of handling the finances, why are you making a personal allegation on him?
Why did you go after then Manmohan Singh? If Mr. Arun Jaitley is not responsible for DDCA scam, then Manmohan Singh is also not responsible for anything.
Kalmadi had financial powers. We went after Kalmadi.
You only want to...
Did you have financial powers? Arey bhai, this is now, you're not understanding. Have I quoted a wrong section?
We should go after Arvind.
Does Mr. Arun Jaitley has nothing to do with
have I quoted, what I quoted is correct or incorrect?
Responsibility. A scam is happening right under his nose. And you are saying that this Bansal and that Bansal should be prosecuted and not Mr. Jaitley.
I am saying facts. You answer no. I am saying, okay, 1 second. You have an inquiry commission report. 1 second, Sambit, stop. My second question to Ashish Khetan is this. Ashish Khetan, my second question to you is this. Please, Ashish, be specific. My second question to you is this. Your inquiry commission report.
My second, you're not heard.
You have to just answer my question.
There is a letter written by Mr. Arun Jaitley on 26 September 2010 in which he defended DDCA. And he said in DDCA there is no scam.
It is Mr. Arvind Kejriwal.
On 26 September 2010, Mr. Goswami, please pull out a letter of Mr. Arun Jaitley dated 26 September 2010.
6.2.4.
You apologize
when he said that, look, Mr. Azad, I have done my due diligence and there is no scam in DDCA. Why did Mr. Jaitley
Mr. Ashish Khetan, your issue therefore, no, 1 second. Sambit, 1 minute. Sambit, your issue then is, I understand now, listen to me, Ashish. Ashish, I'm asking you. You answer my question. Please listen to me, Ashish.
2010, written by Mr. Jaitley. You have that letter with you.
Okay, Ashish.
Pull out that letter.
Ashish, so I understand your basic point is this. Your basic point is about your basic point.
And there
I understand your basic point.
A half-truth. That's a half-truth.
Complete truth.
That's misstatement of facts.
Straight
Pull out
facts.
that letter.
I'll ask
Mr.
you a question.
Goswami, why are you not pulling out that letter?
Mr. Khetan, listen to me. Your basic point tonight is...
I am pulling out the letter. You should respond.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Mr. Khetan, don't lose your cool.
And there is no scam in DDCA.
Mr. Khetan, don't...
Speaking out
all right, Sambit, 1 second, please stop. Sambit and Ashish both stop. Please, for a minute. For a minute. I'll pull out what I'm looking at. Now listen, Mr. Khetan, I actually understand your point. You are saying tonight that it is not a question. So in response to my question on who has financial powers or not, and I pointed out page number 25, you are saying that you cannot, I understand. You are saying that responsibility must be taken on the top. No, you are saying responsibility. Again, you are saying responsibility.
Whether Mr. Jaitley had financial powers or not.
Yeah, so you are saying.
Whether people in DDCA were acting independently or they were acting at the behest of Mr. Jaitley.
Okay, now tell me.
This can only be established through a high-level, impartial criminal investigation.
Now my question
and
is...
not through a half-baked...
Now Mr. Ashish Khetan, Sambit, stop, and my question is to Ashish Khetan, please hear me. Please hear me tonight. Separate yourself from this debate and listen to me tonight. Calm down, gentlemen, or you will not go to the facts. And my sincere request to all of you is, go back to the facts. Go back to the facts. I have facts with me tonight. I have facts. I want to present my facts. My question to you, and it's only talking to Ashish, and Ashish should hear me now, is the simple fact I'm telling Ashish. So Ashish is saying that Arun Jaitley must resign because of the alleged activities of some of his subordinates in the DDC. I understand that. Understand your point. Tell me, did Arvind Kejriwal resign over the allegations against Jitendra Tomar?
Also, because Mr. Jaitley wrote a letter saying that I have done my due diligence and there is no DDCA scam. There is no scam in the construction of Firoz Shah Kotla Stadium.
No, 1 second. Did Arvind Kejriwal... Why are you batting for the Aam Aadmi Party? Brajesh, why are you responding to the Aam Aadmi Party now? Now listen, I'll reduce everyone's volume for 2 minutes. For 30 seconds, I am actually saying I'm reducing others' volume for 30 30 seconds so that I can be heard. And my question is only for 30 seconds is this. My question is, should Arvind Kejriwal have resigned over the bribery allegations against another principal secretary of the Delhi government who was arrested by the CBI called Sanjay Pratap Singh? Should Arvind Kejriwal have resigned because a minister in his government called Aftab Ahmed was found by the party as prima facie guilty of alleged bribery? Your government's own commission in its recommendation while calling for an inquiry commission to be set up to look into the DDCA's activities and claiming that the officials of the DDCA should be considered public representatives and therefore liable under the Prevention of Corruption Act does not make any specific adverse comments on Jaitley.
Come to Arvind Kejriwal's office, Chief Minister's office, that this corruption case against SP Singh got registered.
Arnab,
you must know this.
Arnab,
and
are you getting lost in the details?
The issue, Arnab.
Let me just tell you,
the issue is this, when the SFIO is looking into this issue, when the Revenue Intelligence is looking into this issue, when the ED is looking into this issue, can Mr. Jaitley remain at the helm of affairs of all three organizations?
Okay, now my question is, the point here is that, no, listen here, Brijesh, now my question is to Brijesh.
Mr. Kalappa only appear in the window and
one second,
speaking today.
Brijesh, my question is to Brijesh. Brijesh, listen here, you are a lawyer and I want you to look at this through the lens of a lawyer, okay? There is an inquiry commission report which is being relied on, right? On the report of the election commissioners appointed by the 30 Hazari courts on June 20th, 2015 to look into some of the activities of the DDCA. Now, is it or is it not true that the report submitted by the two election commissioners in September 2015 did not make any mention of Arun Jaitley vis-a-vis the alleged wrongdoings of the DDCA? Therefore, this is September 20th, recent stuff. Then, this report, inquiry commission report, my point I'm making is if we look into the details, you see, you're going to have to substantiate the political charge with detailed points. The two judges who were appointed election commissioners by the 30 Hazari court look into the activities of the DDCA, did indict some officials. But is it true they made no reference to Arun Jaitley?
No, Mr. Goswami, what was the scope of the inquiry?
I'll tell you. You listen to me?
Please.
The fact-finding committee, I'll tell you. Okay, Brijesh wants to reply, Brijesh.
Why are you so gleeful?
No, I am asking you some facts. I am asking you some facts. So, can you answer? Can you answer on the facts?
Also find out Mr. Jaitley's complicity.
Do you want to answer on the facts?
Get the scope of the inquiry of the terms of reference.
Why are you not answering on specifics?
There's an allegation that
okay, listen. Then I have
all these inquiry reports.
This question is then to Ashish Khetan. Ashish, listen. Prima facie, a case is found by you.
If there is something more than meets the eye, the person at the helm of affairs cannot.
So Ashish, tell me one thing. Ashish, listen here. Okay, Ashish, tell me. You are saying prima facie, there's a prima facie Arun Jaitley's role should come under scrutiny. So my question to you is, your government's own commission. Chalo, I will not say. Your government's own commission. I now have a copy of your government's own commission. Ashish, listen to me, no, Baba.
Which commission?
I'll tell you. Your government's own commission.
Which commission?
Your government's own commission, the fact-finding committee of the DDCA looked into alleged irregularities within its own organization, indicted officials.
That was not a commission.
Okay, committee. Your government's own committee. Okay, your government's own committee, in its recommendations, and I request you to look at point 6.2.4.
I don't need to. You tell me.
No, I'll tell you. Okay, thank you. Your government's own commission, in its recommendations, point number 6.2.4, and I am quoting the Arvind Kejriwal government's own committee. Your Arvind Kejriwal government's own committee, recommendation number 6.2.4, while calling for an inquiry commission to be set up to look into the DDCA's activities. And while claiming that officials of the DDCA should be considered public representatives and hence liable under the provisions of the Prevention of Corruption Act, did not make one single adverse reference to Arun Jaitley. Now, you didn't do that then. Now, should I say 6.2.4 is not valid now?
I want to ask you a simple question.
You just tell me that.
Did the same committee report make any reference to any of the specific officers? This was a committee report, a charge sheet, A police report makes specific comments on specific
You said the government to consider appointing a commission of inquiry.
That warranted, that recommended a commission of inquiry.
I'm not getting
and that commission of inquiry should include and should have the ambit, and that ambit of investigation should include everybody, starting from Arun Jaitley, from top to bottom.
Assuming a buried dead body, the body about which it was decided way back in 2002.
Then why don't you go and tell Mr. Kirti Azad that this is a dead and buried body? Then 2G scam is also a dead and buried body.
Okay, so now what do we do?
Scam is also a dead.
No, now what do we do?
Then every scam in this country.
Listen, let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Old and 3 years old.
Let me tell you. If there is a...
Arun Jaitley is the finance minister of the country today, that any allegation against him should not be investigated because it is dead and buried.
So
because you want to bury it. You want it to be dead.
Where is the allegation?
You want it to be dead and buried.
Where is the
but I let you know that Aam Aadmi Party will not let it be dead and buried. We will investigate it. We will get it investigated, Mr. Patra.
But when the conclusion of the SFIO
it is about the trust of thousands and millions of cricket enthusiasts who pose their faith in DDCA. When DDCA selects players, when DDCA conducts matches, DDCA acts on behalf of the people of this country. It is about cricket. It is about cricket enthusiasts. It is about spectators.
That's the reason.
It is not an ordinary private company.
Why, what were you doing till then?
Let me just ask you one thing. Why was
I'm running over time.
So interested in administrating cricket association? Why is Mr. Arun Jaitley in every cricket body from IPL to DDCA? क्या है भाई क्रिकेट में ऐसा कि सारे नेता क्रिकेट में रहते हैं? क्रिकेट को चलाना चाहते हैं क्यों राजीव शुक्ला क्यों
प्रफुल्ल केतकर
क्यों सब क्रिकेट को चलाते हैं
क्यों है क्रिकेट
लीव क्रिकेट टू क्रिकेटर लीव क्रिकेट टू स्पोर्ट्स पर्सनालिटी क्यों अरुण जेटली का क्रिकेट में इतना इंटरेस्ट है
राहुल मेहरा
अरे अरुण जेटली तो लॉयर थे पॉलिटिशियन थे क्रिकेट बॉडी में क्या कर रहे थे क्या कर रहे थे क्रिकेट बॉडी में
राहुल मेहरा
इस देश में अब तक यही होता आया था
This is I think going nowhere.
बॉडी में चल जाते थे
So finally, Mr. Goswami, look.
Now please tell me now, Brijesh Kalappa, my last question to all of you is this. Listen, my last question to all of you is this. Okay, listen, Brijesh Kalappa, I want to say Ashish Khetan and Sambit Patra, my last question to you is a question which is on the minds of every viewer. See, listen, some viewers are saying we don't know where the head or tail of this debate is going to go. This debate will continue. It will continue for 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 years. Please tell me, Brijesh, for God's sake, this debate is an endless debate. So we should stop Parliament. Tala laga do Parliament mein band kar do. Abhi kuch nahi hoga. Because one officer of Kejriwal has been raided. Desh ko band kar do. Close the nation. Put a lock on governance in this country. Let no bill be passed. Let all juvenile rapists get away. Let the rent control, let no legislation happen, let GST not happen, let the people suffer till we complete our fight. No, you tell me, Brijesh, how fair is that on the people of this country? How fair is that?
The Modi government is interested in running the parliament? What proof do you have this Modi government is running?
Then we are going in a different direction. I say have parliament function tomorrow. Say tomorrow we let parliament function. Leave all the other issues aside. Have the debates. Skip 1 hour aside. I have a proposal.
Modi ji was drinking water to your MP.
This Modi government is interested in governance.
You know Ashish, Brijesh and Sambit.
Mr. Goswami, are you watching?
Ashish, I have a suggestion. I put a suggestion and I am asking the viewers tonight one question. I am putting, as a citizen of India, not a journalist, as a citizen of India, I am putting a proposal before you tonight. I am putting a proposal before you tonight. No, 1 second. I put a proposal before you tonight. No, Brijesh, listen, I put a proposal, Brijesh. I have a proposal and my proposal is this, that for 2 hours every day, for 2 hours every day, come 1 hour early to Parliament, start your debates at 10, finish it at 12, have it out, have your debates in Parliament, but after that, for God's sake, govern, legislate, come together for the country for at least 3 hours of work every day. You owe it to this country. Have your debate for 2 hours every morning, and after 12 o'clock, go and work.
For you, Mr. Goswami and the people of this country, that for God's sake,
Let me answer
Arvind
that.
Kejriwal has been
Give me an opportunity.
elected
So we let no governance happen. So government, so the people of this country should continue to suffer. There'll be no work happening. Is that fair?
Use Delhi police. Please don't use CBI to intimidate Arvind
Brijesh Kalappa. I don't agree with all of you, but Brijesh Kalappa.
Goswami.
Brijesh Kalappa. Okay, Brijesh first. Brijesh. After that, I'm wrapping up. Brijesh.
Please allow Arvind Kejriwal.
No, this is not right. I do believe at some
Please
point.
stop this. Enough. Enough is enough of this.
Goswami, I am putting a proposition before you that you should ask the Modi government that for God's sake, please allow Arvind Kejriwal to function as the Chief Minister of Delhi.
Ashish, just please
allow
me.
Okay, Brijesh Kalappa is the last word. Brijesh.
Today, Mr. Khetan should be apologizing for wrongly quoting the letter.
Please let us govern.
He has not
This is all what we are saying.
Both Section 25 companies.
Don't
Both of
try
them
and
are Section
intimidate us.
25 companies.
Don't threaten us.
Mr. Khetan,
Don't blackmail us.
A huge amount
Don't use the office of LG.
Today you
Don't
have
use
been
the
caught
office of
red-handed
Delhi
on the
Police
Newshour.
Commissioner. Don't use investigation.
Brijesh, please. Only Brijesh. Only Brijesh.
Threaten us to intimidate us.
Only Brijesh.
Derail us. Don't do that. History will not forgive you.
You are the
Posterity
biggest
will not forgive you.
intimidators.
You
Remember, the Aam
are
Aadmi
doing
Party
the
is the
greatest
biggest
disservice
intimidator. They
to
would not let this country
democracy of this country.
Only Brijesh, please, Brijesh.
Their ambition, which is very high, for that very reason they will not.
Okay, Sambit, pull back. Last word to Brijesh Kalappa.
Come up with an accusation.
Last word to Brijesh Kalappa.
Let me just have
Last word to Brijesh. Only Brijesh on the screen, please.
Enough of enough.
भूलना नहीं, अभी बिहार के लोगों ने एक सबक सिखाया है, उससे पहले दिल्ली के लोगों ने सबक सिखाया।
आपको भी सिखाएंगे, चिंता मत करो।
Today we are faced with a situation where in National Herald there are big allegations made by the BJP, but today even the complainant doesn't say that a single paisa has been earned by either Mrs. Gandhi or by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. But still, such a big issue is made by the BJP. Here in DDCA, a huge amount of money has been siphoned off. More than 90 crore has been siphoned off just to refurbish this Ferozshah Kotla Maidan. Can you imagine, Arnab? Can you imagine, Arnab, that the BJP's double standards today they are protecting?
I would only humbly tell you all. I would propose very seriously that you have a 2-hour debating club at Parliament every morning, have a go at each other, make all the accusations, do what you want, but after noon, please go and work. People want politicians to work. This daily, tutu meme, a divide on every subject is fine, but no, Sambit, this recrimination is not going to take the country anywhere, and I request you all to consider the proposal, and I'm asking you tonight, and I am actually announcing the hashtag on the Newshour this evening. Start work now is the hashtag, and on that hashtag I want you to tell me whether there can be a 2-hour session where all parties, Aam Aadmi Party, Congress, BJP, can debate with each other, but after that please legislate. We need to move forward also. The hashtag is Start work now. Tell us what you think. And I thank you all for participating in a fairly heated but important debate on the Newshour Debate 1 tonight. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you.